Hi, this is Daniel for the Trade Game channel. Um, it is January 7th, and we are here trading cryptocurrency. Specifically, in this video, we're going to talk about what's happening with Ethereum on today. And I know that I'm on the Bitcoin chart. Please don't let that distract you. So Bitcoin has had a correction to the downside since our last video, which is what we were anticipating. And just looking at the daily chart, looks like may have further to go with this. So we'll kind of see. It would we may have kind of set a low high here, but we'll just sort of see. It also may find support. We may be kind of getting a bit of a wedge forming, perhaps, for Bitcoin, but we'll just kind of have following like a bit of a wedge for following the big pump after the election. Which would be a pretty classic market structure. If so, that being the case is not a bad thing for us necessarily. But we are talking not about Bitcoin, although this is usually relevant. Bitcoin is usually relevant to most of the major other cryptocurrencies. I'm here to talk about Ethereum because we had said that we were going to enter, a trade, and I had set not a trade, but we were going to start a bot and set a trigger price for him. And we were going to set this for a bot trading long, and we're going to try to not get it at least avoid doing it at the top of a wave, and to hopefully catch a dip of some sort, and we did not. Frustratingly, if we had set it at one of the lower levels that I had talked about, we perhaps could have gotten a better entry point here. Oh gosh. But oh well, it's all right. So we came down to this area of support around $3,300. Actually, could have left the trigger price right where it was a week ago. Would have been just fine. But it also only a little bit lower than where we ended up entering at anyway. So we avoided entering along right at the peak, which is great. But we also didn't really get in a particularly good entry point. But that may not be the end of the world. Let's kind of take a look at this guy. So this Ethereum bot would have entered and started doing its making its long orders, placing its long orders. And where did we start doing this? Let's see. So I was running for 5 hours. So I was running for 5 hours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Somewhere right around in there. Here or here is where we placed our first. Oh wait, here we go. Start time. At 14:30. Okay, so closer to here on the hourly chart. That should be close enough, I think. So, so we entered our long on the hourly chart, right here, roughly. So it's a little bit of a, wait, hold Well, that doesn't make any sense because the odd. Okay, tell you what. How about yeah, let's try this. Trigger price, entry price 3406.46. So regardless of when it may have started. All right. Well, maybe I moved the trigger price down at some point. I don't know. Well, see, that looks like maybe I forgot to move the trigger price after I made that video last time. If so, that's a very fortunate mistake on my part. Um, well, okay. An unexpected win for me, but I'll take the W. I'll take that all day long, man. Okay, so we managed to, literally by dumb luck, I think that I just completely forgot to, I made the last couple of these videos after midnight last night, and I was very tired and still sick, and I must have just gone to sleep and thought, oh, it'll take a while for this price action to get down. It'll probably wind its way down, and I'll just set the trigger price tomorrow. And in doing so, I managed to catch this at a much better entry price than it would have been otherwise. So, whoo, that's very lucky for me. So we're kind of at, and this is why the bot it's at a loss currently of about 3%, which was much better than I was thinking it was going to be. I was thinking it was going to be in trouble, like real trouble. All right, so fortunately, this bot doesn't have a tremendous amount of money in it, but I mean, it has some. It has enough that I would not want to lose it. Ooh, gosh. All right, well, so this guy is now in play. And we're going to turn this to red. It's because we're going to be monitoring our liquidation level for this guy. Especially if this does continue to the downside. I kind of think it is. So we may be struggling to keep this guy open. We'll kind of have to see. I'm not as optimistic about this one as I would like to be. And I had a funny feeling I was being a little before anyway. We'll have to find out. Okay, so current liquidation value for this bot is $3,189, which is down here below these two areas of demand. So that's not really horrible. We can still go down a little bit before we lose this bot entirely. And that's good. And we have the grid going down to here, sort of to try and cover this. Hopefully the liquidation price will move down some as we go along, and get down closer to this area. But at least for right now, our liquidation price is around $3,100. This is one of these bots that is trading with 30 times leverage, and so being a higher leveraged bot, it will be producing more margin from the action of its grid arbitrage as the price moves up and down than these other bots that we have created. This is more like the ape bot that I had set up previously in, I think, my first video, in that its liquidation value is comparatively kind of close to the price action overall. But if the bot doesn't get liquidated immediately after opening and trades for a little while, the liquidation value that it's at now, which is right here, should, hopefully, in theory, go down as the bot trades more and more. And so as long as the bot can not just immediately tank and lose all of its margin, this red line should continue to move down, and eventually I'll be able to use, it'll go beyond the grid, and I can use this red area to represent the liquidation value instead of this line, which I'm just using temporarily because I don't want to remake this entire graph and switch it. It would be confusing trying to remake this, so instead I'm just using a red line to represent the liquidation value. So Ethereum, if it does not go down below where it came down during this really big swing, this really big sudden dip on December the 20th of last month, as long as it doesn't get down quite that far, hopefully, we will set a high low here. This will be our low, and then this will be our next low high here, or hopefully sometime fairly soon this RSI will get to the bottom and the price action will not have continued to swing down that far. Sometimes with the when it comes to RSI, the relative strength index, and price action, you'll see a big move like this and the RSI will start to come down, and then the RSI will go to the bottom of its band, but the price action will just kind of go down a little bit. And so it may be, perhaps, that this big dramatic move to the downside might be the meat of this correction downwards. And then we're just going to kind of fizzle out and then start going back up, perhaps. But only time will tell. There's no way to know. If you had entered a short after watching our last video, then congratulations. It will have done very well for you. I would not enter a short now, though. You probably missed the boat a little bit on that. Now would be a time that you would be looking to perhaps enter a long, or perhaps a more wise thing to do. When I say perhaps enter a long, what I mean is that over the next day or two, maybe try to find the bottom of this correction, be it here or be it a little bit further down. We don't know. So I'd be watching the RSI on this one if you are interested in more short-term trading. You would be looking to go long after this, which is what we're doing with our bot, except now we've already gone long, and here is our liquidation value, and we'll just have to see what's going to happen, man. Hopefully Ethereum will have a pretty good show over the next couple of days. It might go down and get below this area of demand, or go down and touch it, which if it does it right away might be enough to have our guy get liquidated. But hopefully not. Hopefully it'll either go back up or go sideways, or go down but sort of range down very slowly, so we can accumulate enough margin in the bot so as to extend this liquidation value further down and away from the danger zone here for us. So that's where we're at with this Ethereum bot. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for watching and listening. This is the Trade Game channel, and I'm Daniel. If you would like information about some exchanges that you can use to trade cryptocurrency, engage in this form of investment and commerce, there is information in the description of the video. Please like and subscribe. That helps us to grow our community. God be with you. Please be good to one another. I'll talk to you later.